All right. I really don't have a opening statement, so I just go ahead and open it up for questions.
Turnovers and missed opportunities.
Yeah, it's same song, different verse for the season, and you can sit here and say we're unlucky, but that's what teams do that lose ball games. Turn the ball over, miss opportunities, can't stop the run. Uh, you can't if you can't run the ball and you can't stop the run and you turn the ball over. That's a recipe for not having success. And we didn't do that today. I mean, we're 13-10 at half after all those missed opportunities where I really thought we were playing well defensively besides the 123-yard run that got out. And one of the drives, I believe, were enabled by penalties for a touchdown. Offensively, I felt like we were moving the ball and pretty much executing what we wanted, what we called. But, you turn the ball over on the 1 yard line for a touchback. Whether it was a touchdown or not, the ball shouldn't come out. You turn it over right before half and give them a chance to get 3 points. Wasn't very good execution, but despite all that, you're down 13-10 at halftime, and and we're in the game. And we get beat 28-7 second half. Is that what it is? Ended up being 41-17. We get beat 28-7 in the second half. It didn't play like a Colorado State football team did the second half, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for you as a coach, for you as a player, for you as a fan and a supporter. But like I told them guys, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back to work, all right, and go to work. That's what you do, Came out here for a reason, to be here with these guys, and I expect everybody in this room to come back to work. And it ain't fun when you lose. It ain't fun when you get beat 41-17. We got to figure out. I mean, we might just, I don't know, maybe we'll take a knee 3 times and punt and see if we don't turn the ball over and we can win a ball game. I don't know what we're going to do. I ain't never had this many turnovers in my life. I saw what you saw on the field, so that's my answer on the TV board.
Were you frustrated? It seemed like you thought the play was being reviewed, and then when they came out of the TV timeout, you were told it hadn't been, and then you had to ask for a review? Or?
Yeah, something about a camera angle and couldn't see because the shadows were in the way. So I wanted to make sure it was reviewed, and it was not being reviewed. And then I said I wanted to review it, and then after 5 to 10 minutes, they say, well, the buzzer just went off, so it's not going to cost you as a timeout. So I don't, sometimes they try to protect the head coach, so you don't use a timeout. But they ruined a fumble. At the end of the day, that's not how we protect the ball when you're at the goal line. You don't reach out ever unless it's 4th down. You don't reach out. That's a rule. That's fundamentals. That's little things. We got to protect the ball better.
When we look at we had that one drive in the third quarter. Hayden hands him on the 11. They go 89 yards in 13 plays. Most of it came on second down.
Second down, they were running wide on us with counters and boots. And, we didn't do a good job of containment. We stopped the inside run, but the stretch, the counter, the bootlegs on second down, it was like every second down on that drive was going outside, whether it was a stretch or a bootleg. And I always say what my dad said, but when you don't play contained, you're pretending to play football. And we got to do a better job of containing a runner and a quarterback. And that's on me as a coach. We got to get the right scheme to get that done.
So you mentioned on me as a coach. Did you feel like as a staff you had them ready schematically and emotionally for this game?
I thought so. I thought we had a great plan. I thought we had a great plan defensively. I got to look at the tape now. The one thing we did not do well was contain, You know, whether it's a quarterback getting outside or a bootleg or a bounce, we set our edges sometimes, and it hit up inside. And I got to look at the tape with the safety support or corner where they were cracking the safety and the corner replacing. Thought offensively we had a good handle on their scheme and fitting up, but you know, 4 turnovers. So I don't know what we're going to do. Might get 32 personnel and run the belly. I'm serious. I don't know. We might just punt every game, see if we win a game.
Who made several mixed decisions though on all 3 picks?
The one deep down the left sideline. They ended up bringing a corner and a weak side backer, and he got confused on the coverage. They ended up rolling. But usually when somebody blitzes to the weak side, you think they're going single high, and they actually blitzed the corner and the wheel backer and played a quarters and a 2 to the boundary, and and he didn't see it. And, it's unfortunate. It's one of those things they do a lot, and sometimes it's got to be film study. You don't see it. It wasn't the exact look that I wanted. So, wasn't really a great call at the time. The interception before half, tried to sit the tight end down in the middle and throw to the receiver over the top. And, I got to go back and look at the film if we had a chance to catch it. I thought we rushed it a little bit, let the route develop, but it hit our guys' hands. That stung because right before the half, you give them an opportunity to get 3 points, and then there was 3 picks, right? And the pick 6, it was a high ball. It looked like we had a little pressure inside. I don't know if he couldn't step into his throw, and it sailed on him. And 23 made a great play, and took it to the house.
Was that interception before halftime
It was a mistake. It wasn't good. It wasn't a good thing that happened that you let them capture momentum right before the half and make 55, 56-yard field goal. Wasn't a good thing, But what I tried to tell the guys at halftime, I said, the guys averaging 2-point-something yards a rush. You give up 1 long run, that's it. He's got 15 carries for 50 yards. You've turned it over three times, or was it 2? 2 times. 3 times in the first half. You got 6 penalties, and it's 13-10. Now, all right. Talk about working hard all week and earning the right to win, and the guys do work hard, but you still got to go out and take the ball game. You got to go out and execute the plays offensively and defensively. And if we'll do that, we'll win the ball game. And we did. They executed at a higher level. They outcoached us and outplayed us in the second half.
You repeatedly have talked about how you've been proud of these guys, win or lose. Was this the first time you haven't been proud of them? What can you do about it?
You go back. You've got to make changes. You reevaluate everything, Terry, win or lose. Every personnel decision, every play call, how you're trying to attack teams, every week. There is, fight in these guys. I got to go look at the tape. To be honest, I'll probably have a better answer for you on Monday, of what direction we need to go into. We made slight changes. We've done different things offensively and defensively. Tried to create packages for certain guys. Tried to get the ball to 82 today. Tried to stop the run. But you ain't get it done. You got beat by a good football team, 41-17. Because of turnovers, about like Utah State. Turns it over 4 times, gets beat, gets 40 hung on them.
If we would have told you at the end of 3 quarters you were going to be the team averaging 5 yards a rush, then below 3, when you thought you were in a great position to win that game, yet it was 27-10 at that point.
Yeah, and we still got a chance, and didn't want to panic too early from getting away from the run game. And I thought we were running it extremely well. We were controlling the line of scrimmage. But we have a hard time right now of creating explosive plays on offense, okay, whether it's through the air or on the ground. An explosive play does not just have to be a pass. We've seen that all year on the other side of the ball. We don't create enough explosive plays, and we give up way too many explosive plays. Another recipe for disaster. And then we hand them points. I think it was 10 points off turnovers, 10 points off turnovers. And, I'd like to see us not turn the ball over one game. And that's me. That's me. I got to figure out how we can do that and see what kind of chance that gives us to win a ball game.
Mike, does this feel like a step back today?
Well, yeah, anytime you lose is a step back, because you put in work every week. You got a plan. You feel confident in the plan. I believe your players feel confident in the plan. And then when you go out and it's not executed the way that you coached it or the way that we thought it was supposed to go, it's always a step back. And you have to look yourself in the mirror as a coach and, all right, how do we get the guys to do what we're asking them to do? Is it a question of we're not talented enough? Is it a question of they're going to do their own thing? Is it a question of, like Terry asked, do we need to reevaluate personnel and make some changes? So we have to look at it. Is it coaches? Are we not communicating what needs to be done? Am I not communicating well enough with the staff? Is the staff not communicating well enough with the position group? Okay, but I do feel like we end up getting in a good place every week and having good practices, but we're self-destruction, and we might be the worst turnover ratio in the country. You ain't gonna win many games. You're gonna be 3-5. That's what you're gonna be if you're the worst turnover ratio in the country, and that's what we are, 3-5.
Did you like what Izzy brought to you? Got more carries this game. Do you like what he
Yeah, I like Izzy because Izzy is a heavy runner. He can break tackles, and Izzy has an extra gear. He was close to having, a big run that broke for a touchdown. I think 2 times he had big runs that broke out. And, Izzy was a little banged up from last game and playing a little bit through an injury, but sucked it up today and played. And, we said coming into this game, Izzy would play a little more because if you notice, we were a little bit more 2-back. We were a little bit more 2 tight ends, 1 flanker, because we thought that would balance them up. Defensively, if you get in 22 personnel, balance them up, give them the edge, give us the edge. But we couldn't just do that the whole game. We had to be able to a little bit stay balanced and give them the spread illusion. And it got out of hand because of turnovers, and then kind of got out of our game plan late there in the third and in the fourth.
Was the package with Craig Leonard something you planned on doing no matter what, or was that something you saw within their defenses?
No, we had to practice that. That was something that's something that we planned. It was something trying to create something a little different, give some guys a little bit extra to work on. He's a big kid. Runs pretty well. We thought we could, get some positive yards, which we did. He did a nice job executing that package and had a package for Danny Woso. He was in a couple times today. Had a couple, Jordan Vane, and had some things obviously for Richard. But it was something we worked on in the week.
What do you tell your team now to just, for the rest of the season, to kind of set their minds right for what they need to do these last 4 games?
Well, you can't look at it as the last 4 games. You got to look at it as the next game. And I told them why I was here and what I expect of my football team and what I'm going to do, and I expect the same. And if that's something that they're not for or not all in, which I believe we're all in. I believe we got good kids. We do. I really do. I said, then we're going to go back to work. That's how I've been raised. That's what I'm going to do. I know I can coach football. I know we can get it done here. There's no doubt in my mind. Is it frustrating? Hell yes, frustrating. All right, but That's life. That happens sometimes. You know, we got to figure out a way to stop handing things, making it easy. I wouldn't say handing it, make it easy, because guys they create turnovers. You know, guy made a great pick. They're creating turnovers, but we can't give ball games away. It's too hard to win anyway. Every Saturday, look across the country. Every Saturday, it's hard for everybody to win. You know, so you can't give it. You can't give it to teams, and we got to do a better job of that. And hell, y'all gonna ask me how you do. Well, I don't know. We keep doing it. All right, so we're gonna try something this week. Thank you.